You're listening to the Master Passive Income Podcast Network. Welcome to the Master Passive Income Show. My name is Dustin Heiner, and I'm here to help you afford anything you want in life, create financial freedom, and generation wealth by investing in real estate. And in today's show, I'm going to show you how I made $10,549 every single month in passive income back in 2016. Well, now I make a lot more money than that, but I'm going to show you how I did it and how you can do it as well. All right, let's start the show.
Welcome to the Master Passive Income Podcast, where we talk about investing in real estate with a special focus on making enough money so you can quit your job and live the dream life. And now, here is your host, Dustin Heiner.
What's up? What's up? Super blessed as always to have you here with me on the show. Now, I am super duper pumped about the real estate investing market and then also getting you to invest in real estate. So number one, the real estate investing market. I literally just got under contract, 375 unit apartment complex in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Tennessee's fantastic. Another quick thing about Tennessee, just like Florida, they're looking to ban property taxes. So I'm so glad now I live in Tennessee. Instead of renting, basically paying the government every single year, you have to pay tax. You're basically renting your property that you own. Well, now Tennessee's looking to get rid of property taxes, which is absolutely amazing. Can't wait for that to happen. I'm praying it happens, but it looks like it should. Then on top of that, we just won under contract with 375 unit. And this 375 unit apartment complex that we just got, we're getting it like 50% of the market value. We're capturing so much equity. We can raise the rents like $500 to $600 because it's been so mismanaged. Anyways, this deal is absolutely amazing. And you guys know I'm an investor, so I am super pumped. I'm putting a lot of my own money in this deal, but we're also raising money. If you are interested in investing in my own personal deals, which honestly, we've got a lot of investors that are investing in this deal because it's such an amazing deal. But if you want to, go to masterpassiveincome.com/invest-with-Dustin. I know it's a long one, but it was easy for me to remember by putting it that way. But the link is in the description. So fill out this little form, gives me your information. But the minimum is $100,000 to invest. We might be able to get it down, but this is such an amazing deal. We're going to be crushing it. Anyways, the real estate market, if you are not getting deals right now, then you're not building a business. You guys know that I tell you, stop being an investor. Don't be an investor, be a business owner. Because I'm a business owner, I just brought in January 3 single family homes, which was amazing because I have a business, and that business, we just find inventory. Well, I have lots of people finding that for me. Then we have this apartment complex because I have a business that builds on itself. It runs itself because they have the right people doing all the work. And if you are not getting deals, it's because you're not doing it right. Sadly, I'm going to tell you, you're not doing it right. And today's show is where I'm going to be walking you through how to actually do it right, how to make sure it's automatic, where people are doing the work for you. You have systems, procedures, and processes in place. And that's the thing about having a business. And again, I'm going to go through all this in just a second, but in having a business, the business is going to run itself. Just like any business that you create, you want to make sure that you're making money, number one. But number two, you don't spend your own personal time doing that work. You maybe hire others, get experts to do the work for you. Another thing is REWBCON, the Real Estate Wealth Builders Conference, is coming up in April. It's an annual conference, but I'm going to tell you this. Everything is changing. Everything is changing with REWBCON. Everything is changing with Master Passive Income in such an amazing way, but I'm going to unveil it all at REWBCON. There's so many amazing things. And when I say there are so many amazing things that are changing, literally everything is changing at Master Passive Income and REWBCON. So much for the better. I have not been this excited about what's coming in the future to help you to invest in real estate, to get success in real estate. I haven't been this excited since I started REWBCON in 2022. This now is even more. This is 4 years of me helping people, over 1,000 people now investing, coaching them how to invest in real estate. We've had thousands of people come through REWBCON and grow and learn, but now I realize there's more I can do for you. There's more that I can do to help you to invest in real estate, but you need to come to RubeCon to hear. I'm basically going to unveil all of this change and new direction and new ways to help you to invest in real estate. I cannot wait for you to be there. Go to rubicon.com and use the promo code MPI podcast. All one word, MPI podcast, to give you 20% off of your pass to come and hang out with me and 40 plus of my expert friends. And we're going to be coaching you through this process, but you're also going to be able to take part in this amazing change. And the people that are going to be there at RubeCon, their lives are literally going to change. In fact, every year I have had so many people change their lives. Like everybody that comes, they get their lives changed because they're connecting with people, they're getting education, they're learning what to do, and they're implementing. Well, this new change that I'm doing at Master Passive Income is changing. Rubicon's changing. We're changing so much, but not just for the sake of change. It's for making it better for you to get success in your real estate investing. I cannot tell you how excited I am about this change, but I'm going to unveil it all at Rubicon. You need to be there. And the people that come to Rubicon, they're going to be able to take advantage of this, be the first ones to take advantage of this, and their lives are going to change. So you need to be there with us, the Real Estate Wealth Builders Conference. Go to rubicon.com, use the promo code MPI podcast, get 20% off of your pass. Now, as I was planning out this episode, I realized that there was people out there that you're listening to this. More than likely, you are wanting to invest in real estate because you're listening to the show. But number two, I want you to get past these so many roadblocks. There's so many roadblocks that investors run into. I ran into it. All of my students have ran into it. But all these roadblocks along the way are stopping you from the entire roadmap of becoming an investor who has a lot more money than time, where that's where you want to be, where you're buying these 375 unit apartment complexes. You want to be there, but these roadblocks stop you along the way. And I've already figured out how to get past these roadblocks. I literally taken students over and over and over again, so many students through this process. But that's why I have this episode today, is because I'm going to show you how to stop being an investor, how to be a business owner. And I kid you not, when I quit my job, I was making over $10,549 every single month in passive income because I built a business and because I was making all that money because my properties were doing the work for me and experts were making sure I was doing it right. And that's why I wanted to walk you through the entire process. But also at the same time, you need to realize that your limitation is not your deals. Your limitation is not your finances. Your limitation is not your experience. No, it's none of that. What it is, it actually starts in your mind. And I kid you not, that was what you are going to have to get over, your hurdle you're going to have to get over. That's what I had to, and every single investor has to get over this hurdle. And I want to pause for just a quick second and say thank you so much for listening to the show. If you've gotten anything out of the show, I would appreciate it if you went to anywhere that you listen to, say Apple or Spotify or wherever, and leave a 5-star review. Honestly, I really appreciate you leaving an honest review. I just love giving all this information out and I want to see you succeed. Also, send this to one person. Just tell one person, say, hey, Dustin wants to help 1 million people to invest in real estate. You need to listen to this because it's going to change your life. Lastly, get my real estate investing course completely for free. Text the word rental, RENTAL, rental to 33777. Rental to 33777. I'll literally give you my course showing you everything in the business so that you can become financially independent. This is how I make, and when I quit my job, I was making $10,549 a month in my spare time investing in real estate, and how you can too. And I'm going to walk you through the entire process and show you from beginning to end and make it so that you understand that it's not something that only rich people can do or certain people. I know you can do it. Okay, so next up this is not a get rich quick scheme. I'm going to walk you quickly through this disclaimer. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's also what I've shared with countless others and how we're going to show you how you can do this as well. That's something that we want to do, is make sure that you are going to be able to do this on top of your working with some job. If you have businesses, if you have a full-time family, which I absolutely do as well, I'm going to show you how you can do this so that in the end, you're going to build this entire business. It does take time and effort. Now, I got to tell you, We are entering the best time ever to invest in real estate. I kid you not. You might be thinking, well, Dustin, high interest rates, very high prices, but I tell you, it's never a bad time to invest in real estate. In fact, the best time was 20 years ago. The next best time is literally today. So remember, if you want to chat, if you have a question, throw the message in the chat. Charles and a couple other people are going to be watching the chat and hopefully answering some of your questions, but we'll answer your questions at the very end. Okay, so we got more people. We got to add them into the reading room. There we go. Okay, so we are entering the best time because there is going to be problems in the economy eventually with high interest rates. Well, what we do now, the next best time is literally today. So we need to start investing today. Now I'm going to tell you a quick little story because I don't want you to get overwhelmed. I want to show you that it's absolutely possible. Now, in all of recorded history, there's never been a person who has ran a mile in over 4 minutes. Sorry, under 4 minutes. They always are over 4 minutes. It's so fast to run in under 4 minutes, but nobody's ever done it. But then in history, it actually happened one time where one person ran it under 4 minutes. His name was Roger Bannister, and he broke the 4 minute mile on May 6th, 1954. And he ran it so fast, 3 minutes and 59.4 seconds. I mean, I could barely believe that. That is so fast. Well, he broke the record. It had never been done. All the newspapers were just crazy about how amazing everything is with somebody breaking this barrier. But then they started asking a question: could it be done again? How long would it be before someone else does it too? Now, even though no one had ever broken the 4 minute mile before Roger, another person did it too. You look at the picture here. On the left, we have Roger Bannister, and on the right, we have John Landy. So the second person ever to break the 4 minute barrier in running a mile, John Landy beat Roger Bannister's record by running a mile in 3 minutes, 57.9 seconds. That is 1.5 seconds faster than Roger Bannister. Isn't that amazing? But he did it on June 21st, 1952, just 46 days after Roger Bannister. Can you believe that? That is literally amazing, that 46 days. But before that, for the history of the world, nobody has ever run a mile in under 4 minutes. But because Roger Bannister did it, other people started realizing, hey, this is absolutely possible. I can do it too. Then you have John Landy doing the same thing. So we also think, will it ever happen again? Will the 4 minute mile be broken again? Well, since then, 1,400 other men have broken the 4 minute mile. Once it was proven that it can happen and that it is true that somebody can do it, other people realize and they start doing it as well. Now, I want you to think this in your head. What one person can do, another person can do. What one person can do, another person can do. Think that in your head, because in the end, just because you think you might not be able to do it doesn't mean you can't. You have a limitation that you might be putting on yourself, and we want to get out of that. So now what we're going to do is we are going to walk you through the process of how you can do it as well. Okay, so we have this is my 4 minute mile experience. So my 4 minute mile experience is with this gentleman. His name is Robert Kiyosaki. He wrote a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. Very, very good book. I really enjoyed the book. And as I was reading it, I realized this is something that I can do. So I decided it was time to go down the path to become financially independent. And it took Robert 2 years he took 2 years off from doing any work because he made so much money from his businesses and quit his job and now is financially independent. I said, I want to do that as well. 2 months after I got married, I gave myself a deadline. On June 6th, 2007, I made the decision to quit my JOB, that just over broke job, by investing in real estate. And I said, in 10 years, if I don't do it, I'm going to quit anyways. I'm burning the bridges as I go. I'm going to get it done. That's my beautiful wife and I. We were in Jamaica on our honeymoon. That's when I made the decision. I said, I'm going to do it. Now, December 16, 2016, I officially quit my JOB to live the life of my dreams. Now, I want you guys to type in the chat, what one person can do, another person can do. Like, think that in your head and write in the chat, because I want you to realize that you can do it too. Write in the chat, what one person can do, I can do. Go ahead and write that in the chat right now, and we'll keep going. But I want you to write that in that chat. Awesome. Okay. Now I'll tell you, everyone here today can be a successful investor. Every single person, no matter where you are financially, if you have experience or not, I could show you. And in this this workshop, I'm going to walk you through every step of the way. Now, I said this a little bit earlier, but what does job stand for? A job? Well, just over broke. You are living just over broke when you're working for somebody else because you, and you'll know this, your boss is paying you just enough to keep you working without quitting, but not so much money it takes money out of their pocket. If they paid you what you were worth, they would go broke. So instead, what I did was I realized that I don't want to live just over broke, that I'm going to now take matters in my own hands and build my business. Now, the big question, why? Why do you want to invest in real estate? Why do you want to get financial freedom? Why would you like to have more 10,000 more dollars in your pocket? Go ahead and write that in the chat. I want you to visualize why. For me, it was traveling the world, and maybe it could be for you. It could be buying a new car that you always wanted, not the one that you need, but the one that you want. Never look at prices again when you go out and eat at restaurants, never worrying about bills. These are things that I really wanted. It could be that for you as well. But what about you? What is it that you would like to do if you had extra time in your life where you didn't have to work for somebody else? Now, what would your ideal life look like? Your ideal life look like? Now, what does the perfect day look like to you? Could it be being on the beach where you're just relaxing? And what would you do with your time if you never needed to work again? Wouldn't that be absolutely amazing if you never needed to work again? And what are the most important things in your life? That's what I had to ask myself. I had to really wake up and say, there's something bigger in life than working a job. Now, would you love to have more time, money, control, and freedom in your life? That's exactly what I wanted. And that's what I decided to move forward and do. So, my why was I wanted my wife to be proud of me. I wanted my children to look up to me. I wanted, I was tired of feeling like I was on a treadmill, not getting everywhere. And I want to get paid what I knew I was worth. My bosses would give me raises all the time, but I was not making what I was worth. Now, when I started, I didn't have lots of money, didn't have any free time, didn't have great credit, didn't have any real estate knowledge. I didn't have connection in the business, but what did have was 4 kids, a full-time job, a large business, no money, and no extra time. I did have that. Well, let me start walking you through the process. So in 2006, I bought my first property. This is literally the picture of my first property, living in California at the time. Bought this one in Ohio. I literally still own it. I love this property. It makes me so much money every single month. I think it's renting for like $800 or $900 a month. And back when I bought in 2006, I bought it for, I think it was like, I don't know, $20,000. Now it's worth $60,000 and I'm making so much more money. But you know what happens for everybody? Life starts getting in the way. But I decided I also wanted to create a business. So here's me in 2008 with my wife. This is our first child. Her name's Ellie. That's our business in the background called Downtown Express. I literally created a business because I was like, you know what? I wanted to not work for somebody else. So I started a business. The business in 2008 started it, which, if you remember, 2008 was the crash, worst time ever to start a business. And so things started going downhill. Then I was working a full time job, sold my business, got out of that. And here's my fourth child. Her name's Faith. I got to tell you this quick story. It happened to me in 2011. So I have 4 kids. This is all of them in Japan. We're in Japan. They had deer running around in this certain area. But when she was born, I was working a full-time job. I was working a corporate job, and I got a call from my boss's secretary, like the top dog, and she said, "Dustin, would you please come to the office?" I said, "Okay, sure. This is kind of weird." But then I went down this long hallway, sorry, short hallway, but it got longer and longer and longer because I was nervous that it was Friday, 3:30 in the afternoon. Sorry, this is AI. AI put boss fists. So it's like the office for the boss. But anyways, I just thought this picture was kind of funny. But I'm walking down the hallway and I start thinking, oh my goodness, I could potentially lose my job right now because I never get called to the main boss's office, and there was potentially problems in the county that I might lose my job because of layoffs. Well, I get down the hallway and I turn the corner. I see my boss's secretary. This is just AI, kind of looks like her actually. Her name's Rosa. She was a super sweet lady. And she says, Dustin, would you please have a seat? So I go and I take my seat and I start thinking about my life. I realize that if I lose my job right now, does that make me a failure as a and a father, as a husband, as a man trying to provide for his family? And then I thought, oh my goodness, I was building my entire life around this business. No, sorry, this company, this organization that now I absolutely could lose my job. Well, I'm sitting in this chair that I'm worrying and thinking about my new baby that was just born. We have 4 kids now. How am I going to feed them? Well, I go into my boss's office. Sorry, this is my cubicle. I go into my boss's office and I get laid off. I mean, it cut right to the chase. I get laid off after having my 4th child. Well, I go back to my desk and I realize 2 different things sitting there. Number one, I need to get another job. Very blessed to get a job in the same county, a different department, wasn't having those issues. But the second thing I realized, I didn't make sure this never ever happens to me again. So that moment, sitting there in that chair, I started becoming an investor. Then I bought my first property in 2006, but then I kept buying property after property. Now I own 30 plus single family homes, 878 rental hotel units, as well as a 355 unit apartment complex because at that moment, sitting in my desk right there, I realized it's time to make a change. No more working for somebody else and having and or chaining, basically selling my time for money. Have you ever thought that? Have you ever had that thought going through your head? Is like, man, there's more out there. Well, what about you? Would it be great if you now had a business that had properties that made you money? You had plenty of money. If you had all the time in the world, you had great credit, many automated businesses, no JOB, and are successfully unemployed. Wouldn't it be amazing? Like, think about yourself. Wouldn't that be amazing if you had that as well? Well, I'm glad you're here because this is what I'm going to walk you through. Now, more importantly, after I quit my job, I realized I never have to worry about money again. My wealth grows automatically. We're diversified into many different asset classes. Our future is protected from others taking our wealth away from us or taking my job away. We now have generational wealth we can pass to our kids. And what's even more fun, my wife came up with this term, successfully unemployed. I love being successfully unemployed because now I don't have to work for anybody else. Now, remember, what one person can do, another person can do. So, again, remember that in your head. Just because I've done it doesn't mean you can't do it. I didn't have any special privileges or money or anything, but you can do it too. As long as somebody shows you the way, you're going to be able to do that. Now, the process to a 6-figure a year, $10,549 a year in passive income has been done by thousands of times by people just like you. Again, I want you to, if you haven't already, type this in the chat. What one person can do, I can do. And actually put that in your brain. You can do it. If I, back 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when I was working that job, I would never believe that I would be sitting here where I am. But I took one step after a step to another step, and then eventually was able to be where I am. I know you can too. Okay, so here's the plan to $10,549 a month in monthly income from investing in real estate. Now, there's not one person here that cannot build a 6-figure business with investing in real estate. I kid you not, everybody here, no matter where you are, bad credit, good credit, lots of money, working, no time, every single one of you, I can help you to do this. Now, I want you to make a commitment to yourself. I want you to commit to yourself that you, as soon as you know that real estate investing is the key to a 6-figure automatic business, you will go all in. Go all in, which means you are jumping all the way in so that you now are going to change your life. I don't want to be the only one investing in real estate. I want you to invest in real estate. Now, what does it mean to go all in? Well, this is Not going all in as well, but this is kind of like my Christmas house with the Christmas lights and everything. But now this is going all in. This is going all in. Somebody decorated everything. That's what it looks like. Another one. That's not going all in. He's kind of tiptoeing in. This is going all in. You're laying it all on the table, just like, or not like this guy, but like this guy. You're not limping in, you're going all in. Now, who is real estate investing for? You might be thinking like, well, Dustin, I don't have any money. I don't have credit. I don't have this. I don't have that. I do have this. I don't have that. Well, who's it for? It's anyone who's tired of running the rat race of life, anyone who wants to live their life on their own terms, anyone who wants to feel like a success in life, and anyone who wants to become financially independent. I kid you not. Like, this is literally who it's for. So, more than likely, if you're here on this call, you 100% fit that. You can have an automatic business, real estate investing business that makes you money while you sleep. My properties do the work for me. I don't do any work. I hire experts to do the work, which I'm going to show you just a second. Now, I have time to travel the world, retire early, and also I protect my wealth by making sure I invest properly and build a business around it. Now, what about you? Think about yourself. Are you still trading hours for dollars or selling your time? Are you working and living just over broke? Are you making money for somebody else, getting told what to do, dealing with a horrible boss and horrible coworkers? That was myself as well, and living paycheck to paycheck and being paid for the hour, not for your value. You don't want to be that. Now, I personally knew there had to be a better way, a rat way out of the rat race of life. There had to be a better way. Now, what I was doing was not working, and no one should have to live paycheck to paycheck. I needed a business, and that's a key. We'll get back to this in a second. That's a key, is a business that would help me to retire early. There must be a system. I knew that there had to be a system out there for me to achieve my goals, and what others have done, I desire to do that as well. All I need to do was follow someone else's plan. But I needed to make a change. I needed to change my life and say, I'm going to go all in and not look back. I want to have more time, money, and control over my life. To do that, I needed to find the secret to wealth. And honestly, the secret, you're going to hear it and you're going to be like, oh man, that is not a secret. But it's a secret because you have not unlocked that in your brain. Now, I find the secret that would change my life forever. And this is the reason why I'm telling you it's a secret is passive income. And passive income is where you work one time and get paid over and over again instead of active income where you sell your life away, you sell your time away. Now, personally, all I needed was a plan, a way to make more money while I slept, retire early while protecting my wealth. And this is when I bought my first rental property. But, and here's the but, I bought my first property. Remember that first property I showed you a picture of? But I did everything wrong. I paid too much for the property. I hired a horrible property manager, got bad tenants who destroyed the property, allowed the tenants in the property stay way too long and cost me lots of money, lost tens of thousands of dollars in the process. Now, I didn't let that stop me from retiring early and creating generational wealth. And what I did was I had a path to freedom. I flew to Ohio, looked at properties in the area, found property managers, and it took $17,000 that my wife had and bought our first property. And that was money that my wife saved, which was great. And then with that, I decided to buy a property every single year. And then I bought more. So here's the path. Year one, I bought one property. Year two, I bought two properties. And then that's three properties total, making me $900 a month in passive income. It's like, what? That is just amazing. Three properties in 2 years. That's almost an extra $1,000. Wouldn't your life be a little more freed if you had $1,000 a month extra that other people are working for you and your properties are working for you? Well, then finally, year three, I bought three properties. Year four, I bought four properties. No joke. This is literally what I did. Year five, I bought five properties. Year six, I bought four properties and had 19 properties in 6 years, making me $10,549 a month. And I kid you not, this is not rocket science. It's not hard. It's just not easy. It's a simple plan that I'm going to be giving you. But that was my path. And you're going to be able to do so much better because what I've taught my students like Charles and William here, they are now coaching here at Master Passive Income. and their students are doing so much better than they were. So my students, Charles and William, do better than me, like so much better than me. And then their students are doing better than them. Okay. Finally retired at 37 years old. And now I just live my life trying to help people to invest in real estate. Now, by the time I was done, I created a system that made me money automatically. I didn't need to work anymore. Now, retired from my job, I travel the world, and I proved to myself that this system works. That's the first property you prove to yourself that it works. And then we got to duplicate it and replicate it and scale it and do it over and over again. And we'll walk you through that. So I did it over again in these states: Ohio, Texas, Arizona, Indiana, and Tennessee. Now, I don't invest in the areas that I live, and you don't have to either. You don't have to invest in your same city or even state. We invest all across the country. Now, my automatic real estate investing business makes me over $20,000 a month, not just a year, a month in passive income. I didn't want to start with that. Now, since I quit my job, I've been blessed and make this much more. And I'll teach you how to ethically steal all this. I'm literally going to give this entire blueprint and plan for you. Now, what about you? Could you retire early if you made $10,549 a month in passive income? I bet you could. I bet you could. And write in the chat, what would you be able to do differently with your life? Would you be able to take up that hobby that you always wanted to do, travel the world, spend more time with your loved ones? Please go ahead and write that in the chat. I really want to know, because that gives me fuel to go out and do more things like this, coaching you and other people how to invest in real estate to change your life. Now, if you've tried real estate investing in the past, and if you're struggling, this is probably why you don't have enough money to invest. And these are not hard things to get past in at all. But maybe you don't have enough money to invest, you think. You might not be finding good deals, maybe worried about losing money, lack of knowledge and how to invest properly, not sure how or where to get started. Tenants can destroy the property being in a money pit, and fearful of the market crashing. I totally get it. I was there and all of my students were there. But remember, if somebody's done it before, you can do it to do as well. So let's go the hard way. This is what I used to do. This is when I first started and everything started going sideways. And then I realized the right way to do it. So what you've been forced to do many years is never invest because the prices are way too expensive in your area. Gamble on a new area of the country to invest. Buy the property that seemed like a good property. Hope that it's not a money pit. Select a tenant and hope to make money, and evict the tenant after 60 days because they're not paying rent. Well, that is what we used to do. Let me share with you now three different myths. I'm going to share with you three different myths that people believe are true about real estate investing, but are not. They're definitely not true. So, myth number one: you have to be born with or inherit lots of money to invest in real estate. I used to think that too, but after doing it myself many, many times and coaching hundreds, if not thousands of students, there are so many ways to get money to invest in real estate. Money, if you think money's the problem, you are in for a treat, because money is absolutely not the problem. And I'm going to walk you through how you can actually get that money to be able to buy the property. Myth number two: real estate investing takes lots of time, stress, and problems. I kid you not. I literally work 30 minutes a month on all my properties that I own, basically look at the property management statements, make sure everything looks good, and then put it away. I'll take that back. I'll say one thing to add to that. I taught, and have now my 16-year-old daughter goes through and analyzes all the property management statements because I'm teaching her how to do it. One amazing thing, I taught her. She was that little girl in front of our convenience store. She's now 16. She bought her first property last month. I'm super pumped about that. She's going to be making about $300 a month in passive income. So if my daughter can do it, you can do it too. So that's another myth. That is not true. Myth number three: you have to have lots of contacts, experienced and property managers, and you have to know how to flip houses. You need to know how to wholesale and these complicated techniques. Kid you not, that's not at all what we do. I don't want to flip a house. I don't want to wholesale. I want to buy and hold the property and have the experts do all the work. None of these myths are true. Now, if you've been struggling, here is the main secret I'm going to tell you. Stop being an investor. Instead, become a business owner. I'm going to be straightforward and say, if you're an investor, you're no longer an investor. Think of yourself as a business owner. So stop being an investor, be a business owner. And let me explain it in this way. If you have a candy bar business where you knew that you can sell a candy bar all day, every day for $1, but you can buy it for 50 cents, you'd be able to make 50 cents every time you sold that candy bar. You'd be thinking, my goodness, how do I get more candy bars and 50 cents to sell for $1? You'll be making 50 cents. Well, you would not. Remember, a business is in business to make money. That's what we talk about passive income with real estate. You would not buy a candy bar for $2 and then sell it for $1. You'd go out of business in 2 seconds because you're losing $1 every single time you sell a candy bar. Same thing with real estate investing. We invest for cash flow. Appreciation is fantastic. We love it. We cash out by doing a tax-free loan, which is another strategy I'll talk to you in just a second. We do that and we still make money. Now imagine if you didn't even have 50 cents to buy this candy bar, but it cost you 25 cents to borrow 50 cents. You're out of pocket 75 cents. You sell it for $1. You make 25 cents every single time you sell a candy bar. You're thinking, how can I borrow more 50 cents to buy more candy bars and make more money? That's what I talk about. Instead of being an investor, become a business owner. Investors go broke because they don't do it right. Business owners continually make money. Now, let me give you the 6 ways that real estate investing makes you money if you buy just one home worth $150,000. My daughter just bought a house, $130,000. Now, she had her life savings and all that sort of stuff. When we got this property, got a loan and everything. But if you did this one time, and if my daughter can do it, you can absolutely do it too. So this is amazing. I absolutely love this. The first way is cash flow. Now, that is $6,000 a year in your pocket if you had one property that made you $500 a month. That's $6,000 a year in monthly cash flow. So just think about if you bought a house at $150,000, you make cash flow every single month. Another way you make money is you capture the equity. When you buy the property, hopefully you capture like $20,000 in equity, which means you buy it for less than it's worth. If it's worth 180,000, let's say you buy it for 160, then you captured $20,000 in equity. We do this all the time. In fact, Charles, who's on the call, William's on the call, like all of us, we've done this many, many times. It's not hard. Okay. Next one, forced appreciation. $15,000 that you can make when you force the appreciation up by putting money into it to make the property worth more. And then when you get it appraised, it's going to be worth more than you put into it. So hopefully you make about 15 or more $1,000. Another one is, let's see, another person trying to get in the room. There we go. Okay. So another one, if I go, there we go, is market appreciation. Market appreciation, honestly, the real estate market doubles every 15 years. Now it goes up and down, but historically, every 15 years, it doubles. Can you believe that? Isn't that amazing? So that property is going to be worth so much more. Mortgage buy down. Love this one. So I don't pay my taxes on any of my properties. I don't pay my mortgage. I don't pay my insurance. I don't pay my property manager. I don't pay for repairs. I don't pay that stuff. My tenants pay for all that. And when they pay for that, that buys down my mortgage. So the tenants pay off the house for you. Another one, tax advantages. You defer your taxes with 1031 exchange, stepped up basis when you give it to your kids so they don't pay taxes on it, depreciation, bonus depreciation, and so much more. These are 6 ways, but let me show you what it looks like in practice. These 6 ways. You buy $150,000 house over 30 years with only 15%, let's say a down payment of 10%. That's what my daughter used. 15 was a down payment of 10%. Cash flow over the life, 30 years, $180,000 in passive income just from one property. Let's say you buy 30 properties, it's going to be a lot more than that. Equity capture right when you buy the property, $20,000. Forced appreciation, $15,000 when you fix it up. Market appreciation, if it doubles twice, you have $300,000 more than it's worth. Then mortgage buy down, you put down $15,000. Well, you still owe $135,000 plus interest, but your tenants pay all that. Then all the tax advantages, you pay almost no money in taxes. Well, $15,000 turns into $650,000 or more in total wealth creation and money in your pocket. And that is a beautiful thing. And even, here's a quick strategy I'm going to get to in just a minute. When that mortgage is gone, you get a line of credit on that property and you use that instead of selling it, you get a tax-free loan to buy more properties. Oh, it's amazing. I'll just keep going. Now you can give it to your kids. Here's my beautiful family, and we have our now fifth child. 11-year gap between my newest and our fourth, but I'm very very blessed. Now I will literally be giving these properties to my kids. Now here's the plan: to $20,000 or more in an automatic business, one property making you $500 a month minimum. That's $6,000 a year. Now, there's different strategies that we use from long term, mid term, short term, co living. There are all those different ways are ways that we make money. But one property making you $6,000 a year, that would be amazing, right? Then 10 properties at $500 a month, that's $5,000 monthly, $60,000 a year in passive income. 20 properties at $500 a month is $10,000 monthly, $120,000 a year in passive income. 40 properties is $20,000 a month, $240,000 a year in passive income. And that's when you buy it at $500 a month in passive income. Over time, rents go up. You're going to make so much more money. This is just the start. So hopefully you can see the path right now to become successful. Now, imagine the net worth of yourself with 20 plus properties. 20 properties that are each worth $200,000. Your estimated net worth will be $4 million with those 20 properties. On top of the cash flow, on top of the tax savings, this is absolutely game changer. When I realized this, I said, I am all in. Okay, here, let me give you the 3 secrets to real estate investing. On top of building a business, this is all diving into that. Let me give you the 3 secrets. Number 1, how to invest in real estate in your spare time with a full-time job and a full family. You saw that I had a full everything. Number 2, how to buy cash flowing real estate with little to none of your own money. And number 3, how to get the right experts to do all the work for you so you make sure you don't mess up. That is crucial. You want to make sure that you don't mess up, and that is what the experts are going to be doing, is making sure you do it right. Now, here's secret number 1. You can invest in real estate in your spare time with a full-time job and a full-time family. Now, how do you invest with a full-time job? By building an automatic business that runs itself. Now, you might be thinking, and lots of people ask, well, and it always, for some reason, it's 2 a.m. What about the phone calls at 2 a.m. with tenants, toilets, and all that stuff, termites? Well, I don't get those. Those go to my property managers. I pay them. And remember, I don't have to get a job to pay my property manager. I make sure that's accounted for when I buy the property. Now, all these tenants, toilets, termites, oh my, those are taken care of by the property manager. And we also make sure it's a quality property that we get on top of these things before they even become an issue. Now, I do have to stress this. The easiest part is buying the property. That is the easiest part. You might be thinking, well, Dustin, that sounds really hard. No, 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 no. Trust me. The easiest part is buying the property. The hard part is to make money each and every month and have your business run itself continually to make you money while you sleep. That is the hard part. You find a realtor, they're going to tell you, hey, this is going to be great. It's going to rent for $1 million a month. Buy it from me right now, and I'm going to leave as soon as you buy it. That's literally what happens. Not $1 million, but they make sure you buy it. What the hard part is making sure you make money every single month. Now, investing without a business is not automatic. You're answering those 2 a.m. phone calls yourself. It's not efficient. You can't scale. You're potentially losing money. Lots of evictions, hoping to get good tenants, praying for tenants to pay the rent. I've been there. Don't get me wrong. I've been there. But building a business, you get real estate agents to find deals for you and have the seller pay the fees. Get contractors to fix up the property. Have property managers to find the good tenants. Use free software to collect the rents and do it all over again for the next property. Now, most investors fail because they do not know how to develop this automatic business. Now, you don't need a lot of time. And here are the steps to building and investing automatic business. Number 1, we hire the experts. Remember, we're building a business. We find the professionals to do all the work for us. The property managers, contractors, mortgage brokers, inspectors, insurance agents, handymen, roofers, plumbers. You see on here, I don't even have realtors on here yet. Like, these are the people that we get in our business before we talk to a realtor, because these are the people that are going to make sure that you're doing it right and that you're buying the right property. Now, step number 2, you build this automatic business. You implement the business systems, procedures, and processes that run your business without you that makes you the most money and allows you to have time and money and control to do whatever you want in life. Step number 3, you literally let them do the work. They find the properties for you. They inspect the properties. They rehab the properties. They find the tenants. They collect the rents. They repair the toilets, send you money every single month. Now, I breeze through it, but it's literally this simple. But you need to know exactly that this is a step-by-step process that is going to make it automatic for you, but we have to build the business. Now, let me quickly share with you Chad. So this is my students, Chad, full-time job working for the government, diagnosed with cancer in 2013, realized life was too short to work at JOB, and he wanted to quit his job to spend more time with his family. Started investing with me in 2016, and now Chad is cancer free. He has bought his, I think, like 6 or 7 properties now, and he's continually to build his business. And he's an automatic real estate investing business, and is on track to quit his job in the next year. He's got a bunch of Airbnbs, or 6 or more Airbnbs. Now he's living his life to the fullest. Now, would you be wealthy if you made money while you sleep? I would hope so. If you make money when you buy something, like when you buy a house, you make money when you spend money. When I fix up the property, I make more money. You make money when time passes without any work. You make money from someone else's paycheck. You make money by paying less in taxes. Well, okay, let me jump into secret number 2. How to buy cash flowing real estate with little to no money. You might be thinking, Dustin, I don't have any money, I have bad credit and all that sort of stuff. My daughter doesn't even have credit. She barely has any money and she's done it. So I'm going to walk you through this. Your financial situation is not the problem. Your lack of options and understanding of what is out there to get you the money is the problem. And that's what I want to break through now, is show you that your financial situation is not the problem. You have a good deal, money will come. I kid you not, that will absolutely come because that good deal attracts money. In fact, I personally just bought 3 single family homes, bought that with the home equity line of credit, which I'll get to in just a second, and I'm now cashing out all that money and going to be able to buy more properties once I cash out all those properties. Now, there are already over 20 creative financing ways that I've used to acquire real estate. And let me walk you through a couple specific scenarios. So here's my student, Benjamin. He's a pastor in Sacramento, California, and he didn't have any money to invest. You guys probably know pastors don't have any money. So I coached him to use his HELOC, or a home equity line of credit, on his primary residence where he lives in Sacramento, to buy a property in Georgia. Then once he bought that property, he got it fixed up, he got it rented, making cash flow. And then he pulled that money out in a tax-free loan. That's crucial. It's tax-free. If you sell the house, you're gonna have to pay taxes. He took out the equity and then got a tax-free loan and paid back his HELOC. Now he's on the path to financial freedom because now he keeps using that HELOC over and over again. And all that passive income he's using over and over again to buy the next property. Here's another creative way. Here's one of my students, Kara. She is a nurse in Texas, wanted to invest in real estate, started coaching with me. We turned her IRA into a self-directed IRA. That's where you can put that money. You don't have to put it in mutual funds or stocks anymore. You can use it to invest in real estate. We used her 401k and her IRA, and she bought 2 homes, and now her 401k is growing with real estate. And she's continually doing this over and over and over again. Oh, and here, hey, we have this good looking guy, beautiful family. So I actually have Charles. I'm going to walk through. So Charles, you're on the call now. Whoops, let me go back here. You now have 29 cash flowing properties. You started working with me in 2019 into 2020 when the pandemic was starting. And look at you now. So I want you to quickly share what you've done.
Yeah, Dustin. First of all, thank you again for just showing me the secret sauce, right, to doing all of this. And what Dustin said is true, that what one person can do, another person then you could do as well. So yeah, I came from the Bahamas on a one-way ticket to this country, and it came to that point in my life where I wanted to invest in real estate. And so I got connected with Dustin Heiner to teach me the process. And this is so true that you really don't have to have a lot of money to get started. We didn't have a lot of money. And as a matter of fact, I think it was after my second deal, I ran completely out of money. And getting the second deal was another, creative method, which we can go into another time. But I completely ran out of money, and I started using private money as a source for for buying properties. William can tell you about it too. He uses private money as well to buy a bunch of properties. And so the cool thing about this is, as Dustin mentioned, you don't have to have a lot of money to get started. And private money was one of the awesome ways that we were able to do it. And now we have all these cash flowing units, and we're getting very close to that point where we're gonna completely leave the job and live off of the properties.
Love it. Thank you so much, Charles. And he's from the Bahamas, came over here as a college student, and now is about to get their green card. We're praying for that to come through very, very soon. But amazing family. And now his wife's pregnant again with another one. So super, super big blessings. But as you can see, it's not something that only certain people can do. Anybody can do this. Now, this is just 3 of 20 creative ways to get financing to buy properties. Remember, money is not the issue. Trust me, it's not the issue. Secret number 3, how to get the right experts to do all the work for you, making sure you do not mess up. That is very crucial. Now, here's the problem that comes up. The problem that comes up is that when you buy a property without experts, finding the right area or finding the right properties, that's a huge problem because what if you buy the wrong property? What if you buy a money pit? No one to fix up the property. And I kid you not, that happens. You buy a property, you go try to find contractors. They're hard to find. Good ones are hard to find. They're busy. Bad ones are easy to find to take all your money. You don't want that. Now, no one to rent the property. That is a huge problem because now you don't have an asset, you have a liability. We don't want that. We want to make sure we're constantly growing our business. If your asset becomes a liability, you're now losing money, and that's going to set you way far back, and you have to dig yourself out of the hole. Now, the solution, you have your property manager tell you the best areas of the city to invest in. I mean, this is like what I coach our students. This is one-on-one coaching stuff. You ask your property manager, where's the best areas in the city? If you had your money investing right now in the city, where would that be? That's what you want to be asking those questions. You have realtors find the right properties for you. You have your property manager verify all the properties that they will manage and how much it will rent for. You have your inspectors tell you what's wrong with the property. You have all your contractors fix up the properties. You have your property manager find and manage all the properties. And then you have your property manager send you everything else. And now you have monthly cash coming in. And this is how you make it automatic. We have to hire the right people. And I usually give, or I know usually, I always give my students, I think we have a list of 22 questions to ask property managers and the answers before you start buying your properties. We want to make sure we get the right property manager. Now, let me ask you a question. Would you like to have an automatic business that made you money while you slept, traveled the world, play with your kids, or did anything you want? Well, honestly, I started in 2006. We didn't have all this amazing stuff from like technology to all this great stuff. But now we used to have to buy a home really, really close where you live, even if it's too expensive. Hope you buy a good property, fix it up yourself, guess which tenants are not going to destroy your property, spend all your time running the business. It's just horrible. I knew that that's the wrong way. But the 3 secrets again is how to invest in real estate in your spare time with a full-time job. I just walked through that. How to buy cash flowing real estate with little to no money. Again, 20 different ways to get money to buy properties. That's what I do. That's what we walk through all of our students through, and how to get the right experts to help you so you don't mess up. Now, can I ask you a question? Does it, I talk fast. I know. I just get excited when I start helping people invest in real estate because it's so much fun. But does it feel like you're drinking from a fire hose right now or something like this? Because as I've gone through it, this is from years and years of me figuring this out, but I'm walking you through this in a short little workshop. Now, honestly, we've covered a ton, but there's still so much more to learn. How to find the right area of the country to invest, know what a good property looks like, know what to look for in a property so you don't lose money, how to properly inspect the property so you don't buy a money pit, how to get finances to buy the property, who do you get to manage the properties, how do you make the business automatic, how to select the right tenant, pay off your mortgage, and manage the team of professionals around you and grow the business to quit your job. It's called scaling. Now, can I share? You guys have been great, and I really appreciate you. Can I share with you a better way that I found how to do this that I've created for you? Can I share this with you? Well, I think let me go ahead and do it. So I created the Wealth Builders mastermind coaching community. And that's where the other students are part of. Charles and William are part of. They're now coaches now because they graduated and do so well. Now, would you mind if I share a special package? Just because you came on this workshop, I want to share with you a special deal just for tonight, like literally just for tonight. I'm going to give you so many amazing things that this is going to help you buy your first property in 6 to 8 weeks. I kid you not. This is not something that is so hard that only other people can do. You can do this too. And we're going to help you in 6 to 8 weeks to buy your first property. Now, the Real Estate Wealth Builder works for anyone who desires to invest in real estate. That's literally who it's for. Now, because I invest in 5 different states now, I had to create a systematized automatic real estate investing business that I said, you know what? I could just start giving this to people, start sharing it so everybody can start investing. Now, let me introduce you to some people like you. So here's a quick case study. Here's Sam. And so he was working for UPS. He wanted to be independent. He started his investing in real estate in 2017. In 2022, he quit his job, moved from California to Idaho, lives a life of his dreams, and did all this while married, raising 2 kids and working a full-time job. Here's Stephanie. She always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. She started investing in 2019. In 2023, her and her husband were able to leave their jobs, quit their jobs, and now have their dream home. She homeschools her kids, and her husband is busy creating more businesses, and she continues to buy more properties every single day. And here's Chad. Chad said, Dustin helped me guide my wife and I down the path to financial independence. He opened our eyes to the power of real estate. And you don't need to have great wealth to start. There are options available to most individuals. Dustin provides a detailed accounting of what is out there to make it accessible. And Dustin enjoys helping others navigate the road to passive income. And Chad is now cancer free, which is such a big blessing. He's now going down the path of financial freedom. Okay. Now, I kid you not, every single one of these investors can tell you this or will tell you this. If they can do this, you can do. I'm telling you, I'm not special at all. I'm just like your next door neighbor. Now, who are the Real Estate Wealth Builders community, the coaching and mastermind is for? Anyone who wants to retire early. Even if you're working 60 plus hours a week, stay at home moms, college students, retirees, those with little to no money to invest, and even seasoned real estate investors, we help you to scale to play Monopoly, start buying multifamily apartment complexes. This system literally works for everyone, because in the end, we build a business that buys inventory, and that inventory makes us money. Now, if you're unsure how to invest, where to invest, and how to make it automatic, we'll help you to build your own business, and everybody starts from zero. I built this for you. I built this, and we've had hundreds and hundreds of students go through this now and successfully invest in real estate. So inside of the mastermind coaching area, we have the ultimate real estate investing system. And I mean, you go to my site right now, you can buy it for $4,000, but I don't want you to pay that now. I'm going to give you an amazing deal. So this is just one thing of so many bonuses I'm going to give you. So regularly $4,000, your step-by-step video training. I'm literally going to walk you through so much more, giving you all the tools that you need. Here's Roberta and Sean. They've bought multiple properties. This is just one quick post. They said, hey, Dustin, we just bought our second property, and now they're scaling their business as well. And here's what you're going to get. Number one, you're going to get $4,000 value, actually it costs $4,000, ultimate real estate investing system, step by step. But I'm going to give you so much more and a fraction of this price. That's the total cost. Next, you're going to get is your first investment, and that's in you. If you don't have money, I'm going to coach you how to get money, invest in yourself, get money to invest. Regular $697. So here's what you're going to get: ultimate real estate investing system, $4,000 value. Invest your first investing course, $697. Total cost, almost $5,000. I'm also going to give you the real estate foundations course. This is regularly $500, but I'm going to walk you through. This is the buildings, foundational blocks that you're going to need in order to invest in real estate. So you're going to get the ultimate real estate investing system, $4,000. The first investment course, $700. Your foundations course, $500 value. Total cost over or almost $5,200. I'm also, because I know we don't all live in areas that we can invest, I'm going to give you the out-of-state investing system. This is the out-of-state investing, showing you how to do everything remotely. Regular price is $997, basically $1,000. And here's Katrina. She's literally bought 6 properties. I think it took her 2 years to get 6 properties, and she's investing out of state. She lives in California. She's buying all these properties. Again, what you're going to get Ultimate Real Estate Investing System, $4,000 value. Your First Investment Course, $700. Real Estate Foundations course, $500. Out of State Investor course, $1,000. Total cost, almost $6,200. Let me give you another thing. And again, you're not going to pay you're going to pay a fraction of this. The Advanced Investor course, $1,500. This is how you scale now. You stabilize your properties so you can become financially independent. And then we start buying apartment complexes. I just bought a 355 unit apartment complex. We'll walk you through that as well, show you how to do it. Regularly, $1,500. Here's Charles again. This is one thing I always got to post. Like, it's so great seeing him. He's growing his business. And this was about a year or two ago. He's just growing and growing his business. What you're going to get, $4,000 value, the Ultimate Real Estate Investing System. Your First Investment course, $700. Real Estate Foundations course, $500. All these, I literally sell these for this price right now. Out of State Investor course, $1,000. Advanced Investor course, $1,500. Total cost would be $7,685 if you bought it right now. But let me give you even more. Group coaching with me. I realized that selling courses to you, honestly, 20% of the people finish them. And I was so I was in despair because I didn't do this to sell courses. I did this to help people to invest. So I created the coaching where I'm literally coaching you, $4,000 value, where we jump on a call. We go through everybody's questions, helping people to invest. So Ultimate Real Estate Investing System, $4,000. Your First Investment course, $700 value or cost. Real Estate Foundations course, $500. Out of State Investor course, $1,000. Real Estate Advanced Investor course, $1,500. Group coaching with me, $4,000 value. Total cost, almost $12,000. I'm going to give you even more. I'm going to give you the Real Estate Wealth Builder Student Success Program. That's the private discussion group with other students and alumni inside of our community. Deal alerts for you to invest in, questions and answers with the Master Passive Income coaching team, as well as myself, networking with other investors. And we even have their areas that they invest, the property managers, the mortgage brokers. We have all this for you. So they've already done the work. All you got to do is piggyback up off everything they've done. Regular price is $2,000 for that. Let's go through it one more time. Ultimate Real Estate Investing System, $4,000. Your First Investment course, $700. Real Estate Foundations course, $500. Out of State Investing course, $1,000. Advanced Investor course, $1,500. Group coaching with me, $4,000. An MPI student program, student success program, is $2,000. Total cost, almost $14,000. Now, let me give you some bonuses just because you're here. And remember, you're paying a fraction of this. I'm going to give you a huge, amazing deal. Your bonus number one, 7-week guide to your first property. Remember, 6 to 8 weeks, you should be getting your first property under contract so you can buy it. $400 value. I'm going to give you that step-by-step, showing you how to find, buy, and build your first investing business. Now, what you're going to get, Ultimate Real Estate Investing System, $4,000. First Investment course, $700. Real Estate Foundations course, $500. Out of State Investor course, $1,000. Advanced Investor course, $1,500. Group coaching with me, $4,000. Student Community Mastermind, $2,000. Bonus number one, the guide, 7-week guide to your first property, $400. Total cost, $14,000. And I think I have more. I'm going to give you more bonuses. Tools and Downloads Vault, all the forms, worksheets, calculators, checklists, everything that professional investors use, that we use. I'm going to literally give these to you so that you can use these in your business so that you do not have to even guess about this. We're going to walk you through that process. Oh man, I'm going to go through this one more time. Apparently I got to fix my slides. Ultimate Real Estate Investing System, $4,000 value. Your First Investment course, $700 value. Real Estate Foundations, $500. Out of State Investor course, $1,000. Advanced Investor course, $1,500. Group coaching with me, $4,000. And again, I sell these on my site for this price. The Student Mastermind, the Student Success, $2,000. Bonus number one, $400 value for the first property in 7 weeks. And bonus number two, $1,000. Vault of forms and tools. Total cost, $15,000. One other bonus. Actually, I think I got a couple more bonuses. I'm going to give you even more. Expert interviews. I've literally interviewed accountants, lawyers, industry leaders that are doing all this stuff, from everything you see here on the screen, walking you through every single step. $5,000 value. I'm paying these people to help us by coaching you, and you're going to be able to walk through all these things, from asset protection, how to get out of taxes, how to get your money out, all that sort of stuff. Ultimate Real Estate Investing System. You're going to get that $4,000. Your first investment course, $700. Real Estate Foundations course, $500. Out of state investor course, $1,000. Advanced investor course, $1,500. Group coaching with me. You're going to be working with me. I'm going to show you everything, $4,000. Student Mastermind, the Student Success Program, $2,000. Bonus number one, 7-week guide to your first property, $400. Value, the Vault of Tools, forms for $1,000. Real Estate Expert Interviews, $5,000. Total cost, over $20,000. Now, if all this program, remember, I have students on here that are watching this, that are in this, that shows you it's successful. If all this course did was help you purchase one rental property that turned $15,000 into $620,000, wouldn't this all be worth it? If it created $4 million in generational wealth you can pass down to your kids, wouldn't that be worth it? If I give you the ability to have extra money to retire early, wouldn't that be worth it? And if you had more time for work-life balance, wouldn't that be worth it? So you have two choices. You can do it yourself, or you can work with me and I can help you. The second option. Now, the second option requires a little more investment. But what's one property that's worth to you? Remember, let's go through this really quick. You have turned $15,000 into $650,000 and you give your properties to your children. That's one property. Now, you can see why all this is worth over $20,000. Now, I usually charge this, but you're not going to be paying this. We have a monthly membership, group coaching, everything in there. It's normally $1,500 just to join for the first month and $350 a month. This is for the general public, but because you join me on this webinar, you're not going to pay that because you're here. Now, this workshop special, and I got a couple more bonuses I'm going to give you. You're going to get started. Remember, it's $1,500. You go buy it right now for $1,500 first month and $350 a month. It's only going to be $499 for the first month. That's the join fee, and $149 every month after that. It's a fraction of the price because you took your time. But Charles, can you put in the chat? So masterpassiveincome.com webinar deal. If you go to that link, and it should work. I just made sure that it was working last night. Charles, if it doesn't work, let me know. But I'm going to give all this to you. And I got two more bonuses for you. Two more amazing bonuses that, because I've built out this with so many students now, for the first 5 people, I'm going to give you a free pass to the Real Estate Wealth Builders Conference. It's April 10th through the 12th in St. Louis. We gather hundreds and hundreds of real estate investors, helping them to learn how to invest for 3 days. And remember, you're only paying $499 for this first month and $149 a month. And it's normally $1,500 for $350 a month after that. The ticket alone is over $1,000 for this pass. This is the Master Passive Income webinar deal that I'm literally giving this to you. So the first 5 people will get this. And I have another bonus for you. Another amazing bonus. I'm going to give you all these things. The Greenlight Deal Analyzer. That's the awesome calculator we created, $450 value. My best-selling book, another $139 value, all 3 of my books. Onboarding call with an MPI coach, $950 value. Access to all past coaching calls, $1,500 value. Access to MPI coaches in Slack, our Slack group. You're going to get coaching. That's the thing that we need, is somebody to walk us through, show us that's possible, that we can do it. So masterpassiveincome.com/webinar deal. Now, you do have 2 choices. Like I said, do nothing, take all this and take a leap of faith, and which is 100% risk-free, and you don't do anything. You don't take that leap of faith. Or number 2, you invest in yourself today compared to all the value that you'll get in return, and bet on yourself. Remember, you're even getting my conference. You're paying less than you would pay just to come to the conference. If I can't make you money, then I don't deserve yours. I'm going to guarantee that you get your first property in 6 to 8 months. Now, the real question is 6 to 8 weeks. So is it worth investing a few minutes of your time to check this out? And also, as soon as you buy your first property, it will pay for itself. I kid you not. In fact, most of our students, we capture at least $10,000 to $20,000 in equity when we buy our first property. Now, all those things you get: Ultimate Real Estate Investing System, $4,000, your first investment course, $700, Real Estate Foundations course, $500, Out of State Investor course, $1,000, the Advanced Investor course, $1,500, group coaching with me, $4,000, MPI Student Mastermind Student Community, $2,000. Bonus number 1, 7 weeks guide to your first property, $400. Bonus number two, all the contracts, forms, and worksheets and everything, $1,000. Real estate expert interviews, $5,000. And the first 5 people will get all the bonuses, my other analyzers, and get a free pass to the Real Estate Wealth Builders Conference. My goodness. I said, I literally charge $1,500 right now to join and $350 a month. But for the first 5 people, you're going to get the Rubicon, as well as you're also going to be able to get everything else and only have $149 a month. Now, remember, you might be thinking, well, Dustin, it's $49. Is that, or sorry, $499. That's it? No, no, no. There's a monthly fee. Just remember that. It's going to be a monthly recurring thing. That's why I'm discounting it so much. In just 1 year, you're literally going to have multiple properties and you're going to say, how do I keep getting in this? I'm going to stay in this because I'm going to make more and more money because I have more and more properties. Again, here's Katrina. She's bought her first property. This is when she bought her first property. She was so excited because I helped her buy her first property. Here's another chat that I had with somebody, one of my students. He said, thank you for your help. We did it. And he closed on his first property and now is absolutely successful. We had the link inside the chat. So go to masterpassiveincome.com webinar deal. Here's Tony. Tony said, I just closed yesterday on the house. I was telling you about everything went smooth. I ended up getting a loan from the seller. That's another creative way. The seller is giving you the property and you're just paying them. So he's the bank. Now you don't have to get a loan. Now he's going to eventually get a loan for 5 years at 5% at $13,400 down. Anyways, creative financing, money is not the reason why you don't have properties. Now, also another success story, within 48 hours of posting my rental in Dayton, Ohio, he had 70 inquiries and 20 showings, made his choice after the first. Now he's making $600 a month in passive income. Can you believe that? This is not rocket science. This is easy. Omar said, okay, great. I started my business thanks to you, Dustin, and I have my first property rented out. I have at least 6 months in reserve now, so I'm ready to save up for my next property. Thanks to the advice from you. Absolutely love it. Again, Stephanie, listening to Dustin, reading the books gave us confidence we needed to take the first step in pursuing passive income real estate. Dustin's knowledgeable, inspiring. You guys can read that, but I want you to realize that if you don't have time to invest, don't worry. This is a step-by-step system on your pace. Nobody's going to push you, but we're going to encourage you to go, because the sooner you get your first property, the sooner you can. You go at your own pace. You build the business as you go. I created the course and everything in it so that as you go through every single section, if you do what you're told, like this, do X, Y, and Z, by the time you're done, you're going to have the entire business built. Now, can I ask you a question? Personal question. How much did you spend going to college for education? If you went to college, more than likely you spent a lot of money, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, maybe $100,000 or more on college. Well, this is literally a fraction of that, $500 for the first month, and then $150 a month after that. And you will, with the college, you hopefully get a job and you're living just over broke. But then what? You work 50 plus years of your life and retire at age 68. Why not retire at 58 or 48 or 38 or younger? If you invest in yourself now, you will build an automatic business so you would never have to work a job again. So I'm going to ask you one more question, but before I do, remember everything you're getting: $4,000 for the Ultimate Real Estate Investing System, first investment course, $700, your real estate foundations, $500, your out-of-state investor course, $1,000 value, advanced investor course, $1,500, group coaching with me. I'm literally going to walk you through the entire process, $4,000, the student mastermind community, $2,000, bonus number 1, 7-week guide to your first property, $400, vault of tools, forms and contracts and worksheets, $1,000, real estate expert interviews, $5,000, over $20,000 in value. And the ticket to Rubicon is another $1,000. You're going to get, for the first 5 people, you're going to get a free pass to Rubicon. And if you reach out to me, you say, hey, can my spouse come? I'll literally give you a second pass so your spouse could come. We just want you to invest in real estate. Let me ask you one more question. One more question real quick. When is the best time to plant a tree? When's the best time to plant a tree? Well, it was 20 years ago. The next best time is literally today. Next best time is today. And one thing you need to realize, Jim Rohn said this: life doesn't get better by chance. It gets better by change. That's Jim Rohn. You need to make a change. I and all the others, like Charles and William, V's on here, all of us made a decision to make a change. And that is what we did. And now our lives are so much better. So I'm going to leave this on the screen. Charles, do we have any questions in there that we can answer? So go ahead. Remember, the first 5 people, we're going to give you all that and the Real Estate Wealth Builders Conference. You're going to get 2 passes for that. If you just email me and say, hey, Dustin, I want another person. So Charles, do we have any questions in the chat?
So William and I have been answering all the questions as we went along. But if anybody have any other questions, please shoot them to us. Oh, Paul says, done. Hope to see you at RubeCon. Love it. Action take.
Yes. That's so awesome. Anything else?
No other questions in the chat.
Okay, well, I'm glad you guys have been answering the questions. So, and I kid you not, everybody, I'm so glad you're here because I have seen people's lives change. My students, William, Charles, Brandon's on here. They came on here because they want to encourage you to show that you're not the only one. You're not the only one that hasn't done this. That, oh, Dustin's somebody that just randomly figured it out. No, no, no. We've coached so many people to do this. V's on here. He's a student. Sulat's on here. He's a student. All these people are here to show support, to encourage you, to show that you can do it too. Remember, what one person can do, another person can do. I know you can do it. We all know you can do it. And Paul, I'm glad you're going to be at, let me get the picture of RubeCon. There we go. You're going to get to RubeCon. You're going to change your life. Honestly, and I'm going to tease this out a little bit. If you come to RubeCon in the past, RubeCon is going to be changed. It's going to be amazing. You're going to have an amazing time. Everything is going to be different. Everything, like literally everything, it's going to be so much more amazing and getting you to invest in real estate. As you can see, this is a passion of mine. I have literally made a goal to help 1 million people to invest in real estate. And I want to see you there at RubeCon. I want to see you on our group calls. I want to see you successfully investing, getting to where you are now making $20,000 a month in passive income. And I kid you not, this is not something that's rocket science. It's not even hard to do this. It's actually simple. You just need to have the process. We have that for you. So again, first 5 people, we're going to reach out to you and give you the free pass. And you can even say, hey, can I bring my spouse? Absolutely. Or let's say you have a business partner that wants to go. We'll give you a second pass. We just want you to become a successful investor to change your life. Any other questions before we sign off?
Well, it looks like we had one more, but William answered it in the chat. So best places to buy real estate. So William posted a few places right there.
Well, if you remember that list that I have, Ohio, Texas, Arizona, Tennessee, and Indiana. That's where I invest. So if you want to just take a page out of my book, absolutely. Charles and William and everybody else, we invest in real estate. We have all this. Oh, one other thing. And so William's 100% right. So he put in there some good areas, but inside of the student community, remember, we have all of our students who've already done the work, found the best areas, found the right property managers, found the right mortgage brokers, everything for you. They put it inside there so you can have a huge head start where all you got to do is look at what they've done in the past. And imagine where you have Roger Bannister and John Landy, where Roger Bannister actually helped John Landy, which he didn't. But if he could make him run faster, well, then that's what we're doing, is we're making you run faster. You could do all this yourself, but you're going to be, honestly, I kid you not, the fraction of money that you're going to be paying for this, you're going to be paying so much in extra time of your life, which is the one commodity you never get back. You only spend, you can't earn, make, or create anymore. And you will also waste your money doing it wrong. I did it wrong. Eventually, after 10 years, figured out how to do it right, and 20, 30, maybe $50,000 wasted. I wish I had something like this. I kid you not. Like, if you look at this, $1,500 to join, $1,500 just to join. I'm cutting that down to $499 a month and $149 a month. So again, first 5 people. But hey, I want to let you guys go. Really appreciate your time. We went a little bit over in time, but this is the way to change your life. You know it, and I'm going to see you at RubeCon. All right, buddy. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate you. Hope you guys have a great week. But again, change your life. Life gets better by change. I know you can do it, and I'm going to be there to help you. And Charles and William and everybody else will be there. If you come to RubeCon, you will see this is a movement that we're creating, and hope you're a part of it. Hope you're one of the million of people. I've created a goal. 1 million people I want to help to invest in real estate. Hopefully you're one of them. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Have a great night. Hopefully we'll see you guys inside the community. And that is it for today. Go ahead and get my free real estate investing course. Text the word rental to 33777. RENTAL to 33777. You can also join my Real Estate Wealth Builders group coaching. Get all my courses. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next show. See ya.